Hey everyone. Sorry about that. I thought I could share the video I'd done in another show with other shows, and apparently it's not because you're not friends with everybody else in that show. So anyway, I'm glad that I found out early enough that I could do this video again for you all. So tonight I'm going to talk about the ceramic egg cooker. Okay, it comes just really these two pieces. It has a silicone holder on it, and it also has this little silicone thing so that it seals in place when you're doing it. Okay, and we talked about today in the post that I did, we talked about doing a mug cake in this, doing an individual muffin, doing an omelet for 1 to 4 people, because you can do 1 to 4 eggs in there. I usually like to do 2 eggs in 2 minutes in my microwave, really fast and easy. And you can put whatever you want in your omelet. I'm usually a ham and cheese gal. Is what I like mine. You can also do individual oatmeal. You can also do French toast. You just cut up pieces of bread, tear them up and put them in here. You put in an egg mixture into that, cinnamon if you want that in it too, and then you put it in your microwave for 2 minutes, and it puffs right up, and it's really great. So what I like about that is it's just this one container. You don't have to wash pans and the things you mix up the eggs in and all of those kind of things. So tonight, I'm going to use it to cook broccoli, believe it or not, okay? You can steam all kinds of vegetables in here. So I'm just going to stuff in some broccoli in here. And you want to put it up to about, up to kind of like the top like this. And then you're going to stick in an ice cube into that. Put the lid on and microwave it. For 2 minutes. Okay. So while that's going, I'm going to talk about some other things too. I just bought broccoli at the grocery store, just broccoli crowns. And you can get the bag of broccoli if you want to. When I was looking tonight, the bag broccoli was twice as much as buying a crown. So I saved a little money and used my knife. Okay, so I think at Pampered Chef, this is our chef's knife. And this is a Santoku knife. Okay. And the little divots are for releasing the food. So as you're chopping with it, you can release the foods. Okay, so this is my thing about knives. Use your loser fingers so you do not lose your fingers. So you want to put a thumb here, a finger there, and wrap the rest of the fingers around the rest of the blade, okay? And then as you're chopping, you're using a motion like this, and that's what the curve is for. It's a slicing motion that you use with it. And actually, if you use that and you cut with that, it's a lot easier to cut and to, because it's a motion that you're using with your arms. It's more fluid than trying to do this, and chop up, or doing this, because you're doing that rocking fluid motion. So remember that. Lose your fingers so you don't lose your fingers, okay? That's my tip. Love these knives. They're very sharp. My tip to you on knives are always use a honing tool so that they're very sharp when you use them. Because when you get knives, they're really sharp. They have this really sharp edge. And as you lose them, they start to go out of alignment. And when you use a honing tool, that puts it back into alignment. And then eventually you just need to sharpen your knife, okay? And what happens when you sharpen your knife is you're going to, take it and find somebody or do it yourself. Some people have their own sharpening tools. I take mine into a kitchen store in here, and they do it for me. My whole plethora of all my knives. Anyway, what they do is when they sharpen a knife, they actually put a nice clean edge on it. So it takes out all the nicks and everything else, and it's just really great, okay? The other thing too is make sure you have a good cutting board that does not, it's not glass. Glass is really hard. Some of those hard plastics are not very good either. Our cutting boards are always flexible, they give, so that your blade is not the one giving on a hard surface. So you want to have a really good one. So our broccoli is done. And you can pull it right out of the oven, the microwave, just like this. It has a silicone thing so you can hang onto it, and it's not really hot. And a lot of people just take it just like this to work, okay? They'll make their oatmeal in the morning or their omelet or whatever, and they just take it just like this because it's gonna stay warm inside of here. And then they eat it as they go, okay? Another thing too is that this is really great if you work away from home. This is really great to have this because then you can put your leftovers or stews or soups or whatever in here and microwave it at work, and then it's all ready to go. So it's a really great container for that. Okay, so let's see how my broccoli turned out here. Look at that. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? And that color tells me it's still retaining all those vitamins and it's fresh. And this is a nice, good, crisp texture when you're eating it, so it's not really mushy and lumpy. You can put, you know, a little bit of cheese or whatever. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's not very much water at all in the bottom of that one. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how to do a mud cake. I'm going to just rinse this so we can do the mud cake right in here. Okay, so, you know, at the grocery store, well, I don't know about you, first of all, but I don't want to make a whole cake. Because if I make a whole cake, I'm usually the one who's home. I'm just like tempted to eat that again and again and again, and I just don't, you know, I don't want to have that temptation. So, a mud cake would probably be right if I'm just really, you know, saying I need to have cake. So in the grocery store, you can buy the individual like mug cake box, whatever. It's about $3.50. You get 4 of them, okay? So you could do that, or you could do this. You can buy a cake mix, an 88-cent cake mix. In here, I have a Devil's Food cake, or not Devil's Food. I have a red chocolate, red velvet. There we go. That's the right name. And you can put in any instant pudding mix that goes with it. So I put in a white chocolate. So that's a pretty darn good cake. Okay, so you just put it in here like this. And then you're also going to have, I have an egg mixture here of 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of oil, and that egg. So we're going to put that in. I'm going to just kind of mix that around just a little bit, break it up. And then I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of this mixture. Make sure I got that level there. And we're going to put this in and mix it around so that it's, you know, just like a cake mix. And ooh, it looks good because it's that fun red color. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. I'm gonna put this on, and it's gonna take just 1 minute in the microwave, okay? And while it's going, I think a really great way to eat cake or whatever is to put whipped topping on it. So we're gonna use a whipped cream maker to make this. And can you see this little line right here? You're going to put the whipped cream into it's like 1 cup, and it's just right underneath that line. Don't go over the line, okay? So I'm gonna take the lid off. We're just gonna pour in some whipped cream into here. Now, it's gonna be a little bit less for us tonight because this is all I have left of my heavy whipping cream. And you wanna make sure that it's heavy whipping cream, cold out of the fridge. Okay, and then I'm gonna put in about, I don't know, about 2 tablespoons of, 2 to 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, okay? And then you just put this back on, and I'm gonna see if I can beat the timer done. Because in 30 seconds, you can have whipped cream. So this is really great. You could also, if you wanted to make like butter with this, you can do that. Your heavy whipping cream just needs to be room temperature. That's the only difference between whipped topping and butter, is the temperature of the heavy whipping cream. So you just put that in. I love this because I can even give this to my little granddaughters and they can do my whipping cream for me. It's really simple and easy to do. And it's a great arm exercise to do it. But I love this because it's fresh, and I love real whipping cream. I don't like the fake stuff, sorry, to whip, but it's just not very fun. Okay, so when I get done, can you hear that? It's like, look how thick that is. Isn't that amazing? So we're gonna see if we can't dump that off there. Okay, and we're gonna get our cake that's already done. So this is what you get. You get to eat the broccoli first, so you feel really good about yourself because you're trying to eat really healthy. And then you get to eat the red velvet cake. Yeah, And what you do is it's big enough, you share it with someone else, and then you don't even feel even as bad. So let me dump this out. I'm going to kind of go around the outside of it, and I'm going to use our mini skinny to go around the outside of it, make sure it's all released, and not sticking it all to the sides. Ouch! Sorry, my silicone thing slid down. And there's red velvet cake. Isn't that amazing? And I'm going to put some whipped topping on. You can never have enough, right? That's just not enough. Okay. Split it in half, share it with somebody. Okay? So there's all kinds of things you can do with this, with the ceramic egg cooker. It is $15.50, but it is so worth it. If you have kids who are in college, people who live alone, people who are empty nesters, people who work, this is a really great gift. It's a really great product that will really simplify their lives, especially because a lot of college kids, all they have access to is a microwave. So they can do all kinds of things in that microwave. And if you go look on Pinterest and you say mug recipes, you will find even more than these. So it's pretty great. So Angela, thanks for joining me. And I can't tell if anybody else. I think Angela was just on camera with me. So thanks, Angela. It's great to chat with you again. So thanks so much. Yeah, see, you have just a microwave. You will love this. There's so many things you can do in it, and you're just, you're there on your own, right? So that would be really great too. And it is very fluffy. You are right. It's like bouncing on this plate. So, okay. Well, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And you never know when I'm going to pop on and show you something else. It's really great. Okay? Ciao.